Hi Bean Beauties, how are you doing? Dee Dee Bean here, and it is October. Happy October. It is time for Halloween. I love Halloween. We love Halloween. We used to do it really big when the kids were little, and before we had the grandkids, and right at the beginning when they were first like maybe 1 or 2. Now they're like almost 6 and 8. But then we started taking cruises on Halloween, and so we hadn't done anything. But our neighborhood does a Halloween block party, and we all decorate, and we have music and all that kind of stuff. So it's fun. It's fun around here, and I always give the good candy. So if you want the good candy, you come to our house, because we give away the chocolate candy. Yes, we do. And then we also have the lollipops for the babies, because we do get a lot of babies around here. But so this will probably be this should be my first video for October, and I'm hoping to get this up on the 1st of October. I don't even know what day that is, but hopefully I can get it up. And it's going to be a tag video. The tag video is from Deandra Bolton. So if you haven't heard from her, she's a small channel. She has about 128 subscribers right now. So go on over there and show her some Bean Beauty love, and go check her out. She has a fabulous personality and a fabulous collection. And she has quite a bit of videos out. So you'll be able to catch up on over there with her. She has quite a bit to choose from. Well, she did a Closet Trends series Coach Edition, is what she called her tag. What it was about was that it came about because there was a lot of drops coming down from Coach, and it was the metallic collection and everything, and she really wanted to get some of them, but she was like, okay, I have stuff in my collection that goes for that, goes in those sections of what she wanted from Coach. So she decided to do a video instead. She tagged a few of us in it, and I was one of the lucky ones that got to be tagged. And I really wasn't sure if I was going to do this tag, because I was like, I've already, dabbled in the metallic, figured out that I didn't really like it, and I liked it, but it just was not for my lifestyle. But then shortly after she did the video, Coach, of course, every week they're dropping something, but they had some gorgeous stuff, and I had not been watching, but Melissa's Corner sent me something, Jack's Bag Attack sent me something, who else? I was trying to think, I don't remember who else sent me something, and I was like, no! And so I started looking, and I was like, okay, and I was like almost ready to pull the trigger, and I was like, I really, and I really can't, I really shouldn't. And then I started thinking about this tag, and I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can shop my closet. And so this is going to be, more of a shop my closet or buy a Coach Trend bag, video is what I'm going to do. So the first thing that caught my eye was the stud collection, the studded collection. So it's in the Wear Your Shine collection on the outlet section. And it kind of seems to me more that I tend to like the trends more that come out on the outlet site versus the retail site. The retail site seems to be a little bit more conservative or really out there, where I'm like, it's really not super practical. Like the shape bags, love the shape bags, and Ed and Winnie, they were like, hey, you want to buy a bag and we can do a collab. And I was like, as much as I wanted to do a collab, I was like, those are just kind of bags that I was like, just was not willing to pull the trigger on those prices for them. Maybe if they had come out on the outlet side and they were a little less. Now, if that pumpkin bag had come out, I probably would have definitely jumped in the water for that. But we kind of waited a little while, and the pumpkin bag never came out. So, that collection was like, eh. And I just lived vicariously through Ed and Winnie and everybody else who purchased a shape bag. But Melissa's Corner sent me this denim bag. She was looking to shop between 2 bags. She said, what about this one or this one? I was like, oh my goodness, I love this denim. And y'all know how much of a sucker of a denim bag I am. And so the first ones that caught my eye were the fold over clutches one in the denim. And it was kind of a cross between the Clara crossbody, and what I'll do is I'll put them up here and up here. I'll either put the Anna fold over clutch or the Clara crossbody. I think the Clara crossbody was that one, and the mini Clara were the ones that were really more on my radar because they seemed a little bit smaller, and I thought, okay, you know, it's coming up to winter and it's going to be a little colder, so if I got one of those smaller ones, it'd be a little bit easier to handle through, you know, wearing the jackets and sweaters and all that kind of stuff, you know. And so I was looking more towards those for the denim. But then I started thinking, okay, if I shop my closet, what do I have? I have the Karl Lagerfeld denim bag that I unboxed not too long ago. And the difference though is that one has fringe and it has pearls on it, but it's a denim bag and it's in the same silhouette. And it was just kind of like, okay, I have something very similar to that. So why would I get it? You know, is there something just basically super different about it that, you know, maybe I would, you know, prefer? And I even talked it over with Jackie from Jack's Bag Attack, and she says, well, you know, the Karl has pearls and this has rivets. And I mean, I love the riveting detail. I love that hardware. I mean, it just really calls my name. It's really rock and roll-ish kind of hardware. And I said, you know, I don't know, I have to think about it. And I just thought it's just not enough to pull the trigger on. So I just kind of sat on that for a while. I'm still sitting on that for a while and hoping that that will appease me and not have to go and pull the trigger on either of those bags. So that was the first one that tempted me. Then the second one that tempted me was the Charlotte shoulder bag. And but it was in the, what's it called, the silver, bright and yellow bag. And it was, so I was like, okay, what is calling my attention to this bag? What is it that I really like about this bag? And I was like, well, it's the color, really. It's the color. You know, it's not so much the style of the bag. I mean, although I like the style of the bag, and the price was in a really good price point. It was like $113.40. So I mean, it's not like if it's out of my price range, but it was really more the color. So then I started thinking, okay, I have the MZ Wallace fluorescent yellow, I think it's called acid yellow, crossbody bag that I got that's in that color. And I was like, you know what, I don't need two of the same color ways, like that kind of colorways in my collection, even though there are two different styles. I was just like, this color, you know, it's such a strong color, and it's actually perfect, you know, because it's a crossbody and it's long and it's very soft and light. And I was like, you know, you like it, you know, it fits, and let's just stick with that acid yellow neon color and go for that, because, you know, I really liked it. But you know, if I was going, I said, oh, you know, the occasion comes up, it's like, I need an acid yellow color bag, you know, and I'm going to choose between the two. Which one would I choose? You know, granted, the MZ Wallace's is a little bit more on the casual side, but, you know, honestly, for me, I don't really go to many fancy places, and if I went to a fancy place, I would not be taking the Charlotte shoulder bag. I would be taking something more upscale than that if I, you know, came to occasion to go to somewhere fancier than what I just normally do. So that was the end of that bag. That was the end of that bag. So that one, actually put that one away right away. Then a few days passed and everything, and of course I'm scrolling through it again, and then I saw that the in the Shine collection again, they had the black Clara. That price point was $199, and it had with the studs and everything, and it's like those studs were just really calling my names, and I was like, Oh my goodness, here we go again, here we go again. That particular bag, was $199, so it was a little bit higher, and I was like, oh, I don't know if that's something that I want to do. And so what I started thinking about, in shopping my collection was, let's see if I can find it here, was once again my flap bag from Karl Lagerfeld. And that one definitely is a rocker vibe, and that one, it just does not come across over the screen as well as it does in person. I mean, that bag is just absolutely gorgeous in person, and I didn't pay hardly anything for it because I got it like in a super great sale. So I was like, okay, I got a super great sale. I've been waiting for the winter, to pull out my black bags. I'm going to be using a lot more black bags. I don't really like to get a lot of black bags, and I have way too many now. I mean, I'm going to be coming up with unboxings of black bag after black bag after black bag, because I just went cuckoo. Once I let one in, I just went cuckoo. So I was like, no, I love this bag 100%. And it's like, okay, if I would take this one or that one, no, I want the Karl bag. So, put that away, and I said no. And that one, the chain makes it have more studs. The stars on there is a little bit more, has that stud kind of vibe. And what you can't really see is there's like this, it's a sparkle, a glitter, but it's not glitter that comes off. It's just, it's interweaved in the leather. So it's part of the leather, and it's just absolutely fabulous. I mean, if you're ever anywhere that you can look at that bag up close, in person, I highly recommend that you look at it, because it's just absolutely gorgeous. I would buy that bag again. Definitely would buy that bag again. If something were to happen to this one, I would buy it again. That's how much I love how that one looks. So I said, okay, coach, nope, you're not going to get me this time. So then I was looking at, again, it was I was looking and scrolling, and the Charlotte shoulder bag again had another great color. It had orange. And, I've been into orange, and, I knew Halloween was coming up, October, November, you get to wear, your oranges, and nobody really looks at you cuckoo, and everything. And I was like, it's just the color. It's not the bag. Although I do like the bag, but it's the color that really was attracting me. And although I don't have such a bright orange in that, but I was thinking, do I have anything in that silhouette? Because maybe it's a silhouette that's kind of catching my eye, on top of the color, because clearly here's two bags, that I'm liking. So I was looking around and thinking about it, and I was like, okay, it's time to kind of switch over. And so I've been trying to think, look and figure out, when's a good time to switch my bags over so I can change these out for some fall colors. And came across my Junie and Burke Hobo collection. And yeah, do y'all remember that video? I have an orange gorgeous bag in there, and it has that silhouette of the Charlotte bag from Coach. And I was like, no, I want to wear this one. I've been waiting to wear this one until the fall comes around. So no, you're not getting me. You be gone, Coach. Stand back, devil Coach. Don't do it. So I was able to push that away. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4 bags that I was able to just say, okay, I don't need, and they all ended up being on the Coach outlet website. The ones on the Coach retail really weren't tempting me or anything. What did pop up, I got one of the emails, that Coach sends you out and says, hey, this, you may like this, and what have you. They were having a slight sale on their scarves, and it's a scarf that has all the CCs over it, and it's kind of they call it a dark pine, but it's kind of a tealy pine scarf and everything. And I was like, okay, okay, I like that. That'd be great for the, you know, when you go into starting to wear the greens in late November, early December. But then I started thinking, hello, I have my Effie scarf here. I don't know if you can see it, how well you can see it, but I got this in my carnival trip, and it was one of those. It was a gift they gave me because in February I had purchased a lot of jewelry. My husband and I, purchased me a lot of jewelry in February, and so this was one of the gifts that he had given me so kindly to give, and they were really hard to come by, and their employees wore them. They were an employee scarf that they wore them, and so very few selected people got to get them, and so I was one of the ones, and I want to say at that time I was the only one he'd given one to on that cruise, that particular cruise by that time, which was the second to the last night of the cruise. And I was like, you know what, it has sentimental value, it has the same colorways, it has Effie all over it, and free versus 7120, I was like, no, I'm going to take this one. So bye-bye, Coach. So I was able to fend it off again. So Coach didn't get me. You didn't get me this go round. So my closet came through for me. I shopped my closet and it came through for me. And I didn't buy anything new from this Coach collection, and either from the retail or from the outlet. So I was definitely pleased that I was able to do that. So I want to thank Deandra for doing this tag and tagging me in it, and keeping me from spending more money, because it's easy for me to spend money, but this way I was able to really think about my purchases or purchasing something, and so I was definitely happy about that. So I'm going to go ahead and continue the tag on, and I'll tag a few people. I know this is probably kind of a hard tag to do, but I would just say if you get to a section where it doesn't have to be Coach, I would say if it's Dooney and Burke, any drops that are coming along, especially because now the gifting season's coming up, and so there might be things that you're like, oh, I really want to buy it, but I really shouldn't. Do I want it? So it's kind of, let's use any fashion house or a combination. They decide to drop something all at the same time, a little bit of here and a little bit there, and you want to shop your collection instead, do the tag. Why don't you do the tag, and we'll keep it going. So I think for sure I'm gonna tag Jackie from Jack's Bag Attack. I'm gonna tag Melissa from Melissa's Corners. I'm gonna tag Mo from Mo Knows Beauty. I'm gonna tag Lo from Lo Yay Yay. I think how that says it, Lo Yay Yay. And I'm going to tag, who would be number 5? Well, how about Winnie B? Because Winnie, I know you've been trying to not shop, so maybe this will help you not shop. How does that work? Okay, so we'll do those. We'll do those 5, and anybody else who feels like they would like to do the tag, just hop on board. No problems. No, we will enjoy seeing that. Okay. All right, everybody. Now remember, being beauties, what do I say? Love y'all. Bye-bye.